After months of no new 164 Gold Series releases, Lionel finally treated us with a very nice 2019 BLUEDEF CLINT BOWYER Ford Mustang. Howdy folks, it's Diecastbuffet here again, and it's time for another NASCAR Diecast review. And today's car I'll be reviewing is what I have been waiting months for, folks. Here it is. It's CLINT BOWYER's 2019 BLUEDEF Ford Mustang. Holy cow, folks. It has been a long time since we've got any new Gold Series releases. It's been like 2 to 3, it's been at least 2.5 months. It's been a drought, and I've heard so many people in the community tell me it's never been this bad of a drought. But guess what, folks? It's finally over. It's finally over. The diecasts are here, and if you haven't seen my previous video, I made a video announcing the Diecastbuffet Summer of Diecast promotion. We're going to be reviewing, I think it's at least 28 diecasts we're going to be reviewing this summer. So between June 1st to August 4th, which is when the NASCAR Duralast Cup Series kicks off, we're going to be reviewing a crap load of diecasts, man. I mean, just so many. So make sure to smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any new NASCAR diecast content. With all that said, let's get this BLUEDEF Mustang out of the box. Here she is, folks. Brand new Ford Mustang. And oh my goodness, I am excited, man. It's been so long since I've had a Gold Series car, like brand new. I mean, it's been a while. It's been a while, at least for the 2018/19 stuff. Of course, yeah, we got the Stenhouse and all that mess, but no question, it has been a while, and I am just so glad the diecast drought is over, man. And if you haven't seen my Ricky Stenhouse Jr. or my Ryan Blaney Monster Energy Assault flavored Mustang, I highly recommend you go check out those videos. But I talked about how I really like the new Ford Mustang mold, and I like the feel of it, man. I really do. I love how the front nose of the car is a little bit longer than usual. I really like that. It kind of makes it feel more like a 2-door rather than a 4-door. Got that big old Gen 4 inspired back spoiler. Pretty cool looking stuff there. But I mean, the paint scheme itself, man, is a very nice paint scheme. The white, it's kind of like your roof and your hood. And you got like a, I would say, almost like a space kind of blue. How it kind of has like a shine, and it kind of just like, I don't know, it just looks really modern. I really like that. Of course, you got your, signature Tony Stewart number 14, CLINT BOWYER. I mean, he's one of my favorite drivers, man. He really is. And then you kind of have like this arc, kind of like a black trim around the car. It's a really nice diecast, man. It really is. I love the paint scheme of it. It's not as good as this peak antifreeze one, which will be coming in Wave 4, but it's a very nice diecast. And I think the back of the car, or at least the top part where the lights are, I do believe that's dark blue. And it might be hard to kind of see, but I do believe the top part where above my left thumbnail, I do believe that is dark blue, and the bumper part is actually black. It's very hard to see, as both, colors are pretty much in the same, the same shade, so to speak. A little bit of a kind of a decal screw up right here on the name rail. Not really necessarily a screw up. It's just it's flat when it needs to be or it just needs to be moved over, honestly, a little bit. But yeah, it's a little bit of a screw up there, but you know what? I'm not going to be too nitpicky about it. We got a brand new diecast, man. I mean, I'm stoked. There's a little bit of a kind of a, I wouldn't say a cut, but there's kind of like a groove line that's kind of been, I don't know, you kind of see that right there, guys? Right above my right thumbnail, you can kind of see that kind of mark there. Your nail can kind of hang on it, like right there. My nail can kind of hang on it. I don't know how that happened. I don't know if it's like a decal crease, just a scratch on it. I don't know. I do notice how the decal right here is a little bit crinkled up. So I mean, it's not perfect, but I'm very happy to have it. But you can kind of see how the decal here is crinkled up, so that might be a reason why. Why that has a little bit of kind of like a scratch mark there almost. But I think this is just a really cool looking paint scheme, man. It's one of those like alternate paint schemes that you just really like. Like, it just looks good. Like, oh, he's racing this at Charlotte. Oh, he's racing this at Chicagoland. You know, just one of those really nice alternate paint schemes. I love alternate paint schemes so much. The Mustang nose is a little bit crooked, I will admit. It's a little bit crooked. As you can kind of see, the main grill part is kind of slanted when it needs to be kind of, you know, flat like that. It's kind of like that. That's okay though. Again, I can live with it, you know. It's been so long since we've had diecast, man. We really needed to get some 2019s. It took Lionel long enough. I'm just happy we got diecast, man. I felt like it's just been ranting and ranting because there was no diecast, and finally we have something in the ballpark. You can kind of see a little bit of a tear right here, right with the driver's side door. You can kind of see there's a little bit of a tear, but you know, you got BLUEDEF on the car. You know, beautiful kind of blue, kind of like, it almost looks like a space or like a deep underwater kind of shine through it. Really like that. You know, Rush Truck Centers, Haas, Mobile One, a bunch of little sponsors here. I'm not really sure. I think that's the one in the middle is Delcalb, something like that. You got Exalta. What? They got Exalta? How did they have Exalta on a Ford? What? Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know. I thought they were exclusive to Hendrick. That's interesting. And you only got, you know, 3 contingencies right here, and then got a few over here, of course, on your left and right fronts. Stuart Haas Racing decal. So I mean, overall, guys, it's a pretty good paint scheme. It's a pretty good paint scheme. I really like the wrap for it. The overall, you know, quality on this diecast isn't the best, because that crinkle there does look a little bit, it looks a little goofy. I will admit, it looks kind of goofy, but it's not that bad, man. It's not that bad. I can live with it. It's something that I can live with, you know. I can live with it. It's not something that I'm just gonna just cry over. I can live with it, and that's something that I think a lot of people sometimes just have to do. Sometimes you just got to live with something, you know. You can't, you know, make a petty thing turn into a major thing. That's just, you know, it's a small little, you know, mess up. I mean, the hood's not, you know, not even either. But guess what, man? It's a freaking diecast. And I'm excited. I really like that baby blue 14. That looks really good. I really like that. Baby blue 14, it's just something about it, man. It looks really good. And I wanted to show the box. This is the new 2019 Gold Series boxes, and let me tell you, I really like these boxes, man. I really do. You know, of course, you got your driver name here, Stuart Haas Racing there, so you get your team logo, your driver name. Back here, you know, Action Racing Collectibles, still the choice of champions, ages 4 and up, warning labels here. But my main thing I really like is this little, you know, official NASCAR product sticker. And man, does this thing have some detail. I mean, it almost looks like tire marks or grooves on it if you really look. It's either like snakeskin or like tire treads. Maybe snakeskin would be a better idea for it, but you can kind of see how it has that just that pattern or something. It looks really cool. And I really like this. It's much better than their average, you know, normal box sticker. And here's a good comparison between both box stickers. You can kind of see up here. I like how it says, you know, established 1948. I really like that. And the blue looks nice, but I do like this one down here a little bit more. I really like that. So I do applaud Lionel for coming up with that. Overall, I do like the new package designing. I mean, there was nothing wrong with last year's. I mean, it looked good. You know, it looked good. I like the little red trim around it. I like the driver font. I kind of like that carbon fiber kind of feel to it, but I see nothing wrong with last year's box. So I mean, I like both of them. Honestly, I really do. I like both of them. They both the boxes. They look good. You know, they look good. So I think Lionel did a good job rebranding it. You know, they didn't make it worse. They didn't make it better. They just changed it up a little bit. And it's still the same. You know, it's still the same box, same display, everything. But I think Lionel did a pretty good job with that. And with that, that's going to be the end of this video. Let me know what y'all think about this BLUEDEF Mustang from CLINT BOWYER and Stuart Haas Racing. I really like it. I think they did a good job on it. It's certainly a very well-designed paint scheme and a pretty good quality diecast. make sure to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the Diecast Buffet for more NASCAR diecast content. Make sure to tune in June 1st, 2nd, and 3rd for 3 back-to-back diecast reviews, kicking off the Diecast Buffet Summer of Diecasts 2019 promotion. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you're having a great one out there. And Diecast Buffet, signing out.